Hey friends, what's up? Phillip here with Points with Phillip, and I am coming to you with some news. So it's more a rumor than news, but well, we've been talking about rumors on Reddit for a little decent amount, and it's been kind of fun. So I thought I would kind of kick this around. Now, something that's been coming across my desk is more and more I care about the Southwest Priority Card and what Southwest is doing with their credit cards because, well, they're doing a lot of different things with how they do their business, and it's not really for the best at all. And if this new rumor is true, then, well, that's going to continue. But before we get into that, I'd like to go ahead and ask you guys to like and subscribe the video. That helps me to be able to know if I'm doing something that's worthwhile. That helps YouTube to know the same thing, and I would really appreciate it. But now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and get started into what is Southwest doing with this new possible rumored change to the Southwest Priority Card. So let's talk about the rumor. So I saw this on Reddit last night. We were talking about it was on the churning subreddit, and it was just kind of like, news. But apparently some users of the Southwest Priority Card have received a poll, essentially asking them if they're interested in what a particular Southwest Priority Card will look like. Now, I have to take this with a grain of salt because I haven't received this email, or if I have, I've deleted it because I couldn't find it. So, but it is still worth talking to because it kind of sounds like it could be possible based on what we know about Southwest and what their goals are. So let's get into kind of what is this rumor. So first of all, the rumor is, at least according to this idea that's been posted on Reddit, that's allegedly from an email from Southwest or Chase, right? So this could have a $229 annual fee. Now, as part of the benefit of the card, now this is actually something that we have heard mentioned before. So this part is confirmed. You can select a standard or a preferred seat at your booking. It's at the time of booking your ticket. And that is going to be different because some fares with Southwest won't have that option. You have to pay to be able to do that. So that is nice. Now, with the priority card, you will be able to upgrade to extra legroom within 48 hours of boarding if it's available. And we'll talk about that too. Now, also confirmed previously is free checked bags, free first checked bag for up to 9 people on a reservation, including the cardholder. Now here's where things get kind of interesting. So the user on Reddit also called out 25% back on in-flight purchases. Now that is a current benefit of the card, so that specific apparently is staying, at least according to this rumor, and if they decide to go through with this rumor. Now, this particular thing is interesting. So the multipliers get changed significantly, but maybe not significantly enough. Now, the Southwest purchases will go to 4 points per dollar. But then the multipliers would change. The two-time multiplier would be on dining and gas stations, and then 1 point per dollar on everything else. Now, it also would, according to this rumor, keep the $7,500 or 7,500 anniversary point bonus. So you keep the card open for a year, then you get 7,500 points, which can be $80 something, depending on how you take a look at it, right? So that is an option. So we want to talk about how that compares to the current card. So it has a $149 annual fee currently. It has $75 statement credit on Southwest purchases per year, and that has that $7,500 point anniversary bonus. Now, here's the thing. So currently, until May 28th, and if you're a time traveler in the future, sorry, things are worse for you now. You have 4 upgraded boardings each year. And so basically you just pay for the upgraded boardings, and then you get kind of A1 through 15 boardings. You get early access to the plane, the whole 9 yards, right? That's going away as of May 28th. But currently this card would offer the free checked bags in its current form, right? And so that's nice. Now, the current multipliers here are 3 points per dollar on Southwest purchases. So the rumor here would be that that would go up to 4 points per dollar. Now, this currently has 2x or 2 points per dollar on transit and commuting. So then the transit and commuting categories will go down, and then the restaurant and the gas station purchases would go up to 2x. Now, as well as you would earn 2 points per dollar on, or you currently earn 2 points per dollar on the Southwest portal. So if you book a hotel or a rental car through Southwest Vacations or whatever it is they call it, I haven't even opened the site, then you get 2 points per dollar on that, and then 1 point per dollar on everything else, and 25% cash back and in-flight purchases. Now, that's going to be the next question, right? So what changes? So the $75 statement credit is going away if this rumor ends up being the final card. So that is kind of a big deal, and we'll talk about that. So the multipliers are changing, increasing for Southwest purchases, increasing for dining and gas, decreasing for transit and things like that. Now the problem is there's no real perks to speak of. So currently, you can pay extra, or you will be able to pay extra on Southwest tickets to be able to select your tickets, or to be able to select your seats. Now, from the mid-grade fare currently, that will be the lowest fare after May 28th. There's about a $50 difference between the fare that lets you pick your seat and the fare that doesn't. Now, you also get other benefits to that, but if you want to save $50 per person per trip, you can view that as a statement credit, kind of, but you really would have to reliably fly on Southwest flights a lot in order to make that math, right? Now, so that's not really savings-ish, right? The checked bag thing, that's a value of the card, but you also get it on the lowest annual fee card as well, just by holding a Southwest card. So if you care about that, you don't have to spend the $229 annual fee that this might be, right? And then here's the thing too, you don't actually get any guaranteed upgrades, right? So this is if available, and it's not really set in stone, right? So with the upgraded boarding benefit, you had 4 upgraded boardings that you could use per year. It was guaranteed, right? And so that's not really a thing anymore. Like, there's no guarantee of what you get. And so that's kind of a problem for me. Now, I have to think about if I'm going to keep this card in my wallet. Now, before I get into that, I talk a lot about what's in my wallet, right? I talk a lot about how I love American Express, how I love the Ritz-Carlton credit card, but I never really talk about what is my wallet. And well, I'd like to change that. So for those of you that don't know, I'm kind of a quality snob when it comes to wallets, right? So for the last year and a half, I have been using, so this is the Bellroy Slim card case, and it's really kind of nice. It's very minimal, but the quality of the leather is really insane. I don't know if you can hear it. It's really nice. It's really smooth. The black color is actually, I got the black color because I heard leather quality was actually higher on the Bellroys, and I really love this wallet. But the only problem with this wallet is that, well, it doesn't really hold that much, but it also, you can't hold cash with it. Now, I did want to talk to you. So my good friends at Exeter actually hooked me up with, so I have this is the Exeter Wallet Pro, and this is in the brown color, which I don't know if you can see it in the thing, but has this nice little flap here, and this is really cool. So it actually has this cool little mechanism here, and it shows all your cards and everything, and then there's also some pockets here. Now, one of the things that I love about this wallet is I'm a really real stickler for actual, like, great smelling, great feeling leather. Like, this feel is very important to me. That's one of the reasons why I got the Bellroy. Now, this leather is insanely insanely intricate and delicate, and the stitching is really nice. Now the Belroy stitching, kind of like you can see, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of like coming apart. Now that is after a year of use, but the stitching on this is really good. And then you also have like these leather lined inside pockets here, which is really nice as well. And then you have a money clip here. Now this one doesn't really have a way for me to carry cash, but now that is true. And then this is really a solid mechanism, very easy to use. And so this is really just a super premium option. And honestly, it's one of my favorite wallets now. And I also wanted to mention too that they have a card finder. So this actually works with Find My. If you have an Apple product, you just charge it and you put it in your wallet here. And well, this is going to be my wallet moving forward, and I'm really excited about it. But our friends at Extra have actually hooked us up here. If you use the link in the description below, you get 10% off. But before Father's Day, there's a huge 30% off sale. So if you use this code plus the 30% off, you actually get 40% off any purchase you use using this link. So, I really love Extra wallets, and, I'm really a fan of the couple days that I've been using that. And, this is the card holder. And I really love this too. This is very minimal, but it's hard to go with the leather here. So, but anyway, Extra wallet's really good. Please use the description or the link in the description below if you're interested. But so now that we talked about what my wallet is, let's talk about, will I keep the Southwest Party card in my wallet? And so if this rumor actually becomes a physical card that you can own, absolutely not, right? So the problem is that I really don't think that you're going to get a lot of upgrades to these extra legroom seats. First of all, we need to see how they're priced, right? And if they're priced low enough, then enough people are going to just say, hey, I want that, right? And they're going to get it. So it's not going to be available. But also there's a lot of people that hold Southwest cards. So in my Bible study groups, when I go out in the streets, if someone has a credit card, right, they're probably using a Southwest credit card. I don't know why it's so popular. Maybe it's just my area, right? Southwest is a great place, airport for Orlando. You can go to a lot of different places direct for, well, at least before, pretty cheaply, right? So Southwest is a pretty solid option around here. So will I be able to actually, not only am I competing with people that want to pay for these upgraded seats, but now I'm also competing for people that want these upgraded seats for free. And so I don't really know if I will get those upgrades. So I can't really count on it like I could the upgraded boarding. So that's not really something I can think of. Now, you do get 4 points per dollar if this rumor runs true on Southwest purchases. But here's the thing. Southwest flights, the cost is, well, it's about the same as Delta now, right? For most of the routes that I'm searching. And I can't really think about how I would choose Southwest unless there was a direct flight and it worked with the right times and something like that, right? But between having access to the Sky Clubs, having access to other things, like I don't know if I would continue to fly Southwest. But even if I did want to fly Southwest, right, I can get more points per dollar on any Chase card, right? So Chase gets 3 points per dollar on dining and online grocery with the Chase Sapphire Preferred, right? You get built transfers to Southwest. That gets 3 points per dollar on dining credits, right? So you can earn more in everyday spend on literally any card that transfers to Southwest. So you don't really, so the 2 points per dollar, right, it's better than it was before, but you're not going to get a lot of value. Like, in fact, you're giving up value by using this Southwest card. And the problem is this becomes much less of an actual keeper card. It was insanely easy to store that $75 statement credit as, Southwest credit if I needed to pay for a ticket. It was very easy to store that $7,500 or 7,500 point bonus, right? So this was a keeper card because it didn't cost me anything, but whenever I did fly Southwest, I got the benefits of the card. With this change, I have to fly the card. I have to fly Southwest reliably in order to get value from this card, and that's not something I think I can guarantee anymore. And so that's why, if this rumor does turn out to be true, I probably will be getting rid of the Southwest Party card. But anyway, thanks so much for joining me on this latest episode of Credit Card News. And well, I can't wait to see you again. Until next time. Bye.